Okay. Vita. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that. What's the deal, baby? You already know Big Boss out, Boss Dog K-Pop through the door before I get about soliloquy. Two times don't ask if people do don't off yourself. Cut them in the highlight, maybe you matter to the game 80 foes on what's one. You boy tired in the mug. I ain't get that much sleep. I gotta go to class. But I said, man, let me make this video real quick. I was listening to the Devin Haney interview with Andre Ward. Shout out to Andre Ward, man. That boy, man, is a top-notch fighter and a top-notch interview. You know what I'm talking about? That buddy, he know the right questions to ask. He don't, ask stupid questions. He asks relevant questions. So, shout out to Andre Ward, man. Andre Ward is a solid brother. You know what I'm talking about? But, Devin Haney, let's discuss it. Devin Haney says he won't change nothing. Let's talk about it. So, Andre Ward asked Devin Haney, like, would you change anything? Like, what did you learn? Trying to see, what Devin Haney was saying. Devin Haney was like, I wouldn't change nothing. Even from the game plan to, nothing, And Andre Ward was kind of asking him, like, hey, would you, you and your pops, y'all good? Like, would you recommend? He didn't say recommend switching trainers. He didn't just come out and say it, but he was kind of like saying it in a way like, hey, you gonna add to your team or like what y'all gonna do? And he was like, nah, man, my dad been with me. I'm loyal, and and I'll just say this, okay? Now I'm finna get in my opinion. I always had good things to say about Bill Haney as it pertains to as a father, because there's a stigma on black men that, we don't take care of our children, you know what I'm saying? And, so I respect Bill Haney as a black man, being in his son's life, and being there for him, you know what I'm saying? And always being there for him. Like, I'm always gonna respect that, you know what I'm saying? My dad, raised me, you know what I'm saying? Like, my dad, I got raised by my father, so, I know, that father-son relationship, I know about that, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and my pops, we tight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can call that man, you know what I mean? And, just chop it up with him, you know what I'm saying? But my dad taught me a lot of core values, right? And, you see that in Devin. You see, the character building in Devin, you know what I mean? There's some things, no man is perfect, you know what I mean? We just gonna keep it funky. No man is perfect, but at the end of the day, you definitely see, the impact of the father. A father offers stability, you know what I'm saying? That's what a father offers, and that stableness. He kind of regulates everything. But to get back on topic, my bad. Devin Haney need to rethink about making Bill Haney the head trainer. Devin Haney needs to get a real trainer. I don't know who he needs to get, but he needs to get another trainer. Now, like I told you, Bill Haney could be like in a managerial role to where he's like the manager, to where like he like, hey, look, Devin wants this for this fight. Devin wants that for this fight. Things like that. That's what I believe would be best suited for Bill Haney. But I think Devin Haney needs to go get a real trainer. Because him sitting there saying, oh, I wouldn't have changed anything in my game plan and all that stuff is foolishness to me. It's rubbish. I'm not even going to hold you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to keep it a stat bundle. Like, that game plan was trash, bro. I don't care what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't a smart game plan. You know what I mean? And I'm just being real. I think Devin should have came out and boxed. You know what I mean? You're the better boxer than Ryan Garcia. You should have came out and boxed. That's what I feel. I feel like you should have boxed, use a jab, use a lot of movement, use angles, head movement, stuff like that. That's what I feel like the man should have did to make sure and ensure that he basically get his hand raised. I know that Andre Ward mentioned in the interview, hey, when you tried to push him back, you had some success pushing him back. Yeah, that's cool, but that wasn't conducive for the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, I feel like Ryan let him do that. You know what I'm saying? And then once Ryan got him where he wanted him, that's when he caught that butt. You know what I'm saying? We just keeping a stacked bundle. And I think that, Devin got to realize that as a fighter, you got to fight your fight. There's certain fights where, yeah, you may be able to, be a little aggressive and start dogging somebody out or walk them down and start sitting on some punches. But this wasn't the fight. You know what I mean? You should have boxed. That's just like straight, plain and simple. Like, he should have boxed. That game plan coming in, I'm going to meet you in the ring, and nah, bro. I'm telling you what he thought. His dad told him, hey, Devin, go in there, right? He already quit against Tank. He going to quit again. Listen to what he was saying in the build-up of the fight. You already quit once. You already quit. You're a quitter. You know what I'm saying? So they already had that mindset that, oh, Devin, press him a little bit, he going to quit. Because he quit against Tank. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We keeping it a stack bundle. And I just think that, at the end of the day, bro, it's just like we have to be understanding of the fact that in this particular matchup, fighting aggressively and sitting on punches is not a favorable matchup for you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't favorable for you. And that's all I'm saying. You feel me? Wasn't favorable for you. So, I definitely think Devin needs to get a new head trainer. Put his dad in a role of, like, the manager role, where he can just make the fights and have, input from that aspect. But that's it. Like, everything else about, oh, man, you need to fight like this. This is your game plan. This is what you need to do. I don't feel like he needs to be. And if he want to be still a trainer, I say make him like a co-trainer. You know what I'm saying? But put somebody else as head trainer. You know what I mean? I think somebody that would be perfect for Devin Haney is Kenny Porter. You know what I mean? I think Kenny Porter would be a good head trainer for Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Because he's no nonsense. And he gonna make sure Devin know who he is as a fighter. One thing you can't question about Sean Porter never fought a style that didn't suit him. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't him. Like, he knew who he was as a fighter. He knew what he brought to the table. This is how I'm finna fight. And that's just real talk. That's just how the cookie crumble. You know what I'm saying? He didn't try to fight. Oh, I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna try to be slick in there. I'm gonna try to fight like Floyd. Like, nah, bro, the boy got in there. Hey, man, I'm finna try to come take your head off. And that's what he tried to do. You know what I mean? Hey, man, I'm gonna step this way and, I'm gonna cut the ring off and that's Sean Porter. You know what I mean? Now, there are certain fights where you did see him box. Like where he fought Ugas. He tried to box. You know what I'm saying? So there are certain fights where he did add like little wrinkles to his game. You know what I mean? But you got to know when to do that, what particular fight you could do that. You got to have situational awareness. I feel like Devin didn't have that in that particular fight. But him sitting there saying, oh, I wouldn't change nothing, to me, in my opinion, is still showing a little immaturity, in my opinion. You got to be able to realize, okay, this is where I messed up at, right? And which, I admit, he did say, like, hey, I wouldn't have, if he didn't make the weight, I shouldn't have fought him. You feel me? That's just real talk. Like, I could rock with that. You know what I'm saying? He said, hey, look, I ain't make the weight. I mean, he didn't make the weight. The Lord shining the sun in my car. He said, hey, look, I didn't make the weight. So, or Ryan didn't make the weight, so we shouldn't have made the fight happen. That's real talk. You know what I'm saying? I could rock with that. You know what I mean? That's showing growth. But him sitting there being like, oh, I wouldn't change nothing, or, you know, the people around me didn't do nothing. It's like, bro, sometimes you got to change the whole situation. And I get it. I know he's trying to be loyal and all that, but you can still be loyal to your dad. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to make moves, you know, in the betterment of your business. You're a brand. You Devin Haney. Devin Haney, a lot of people are eating off of you. Sometimes you got to make decisions that may not be favorable for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that Devin got to start thinking about, you know, his future, because he fooled right now. And if he don't alter or change, you know, how he moving, you know what I mean? If he try to do the same thing he did last time, it's going to happen again. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Boss girl.